after the events of Cobra Kai. In the final season, there is a very subtle connection to this movie. If we look at the final scene, Daniel is wearing a brown jacket with two pockets. This is the same jacket he wears in the Karate Kid Legends trailer. In episode 11, Rocky is given a brochure with options for his future. One of them suggests he work in home maintenance. This disappoints Johnny Lawrence. Let's remember that in the first season, Johnny did this kind of work and was treated poorly. In fact, the guy in the brochure is blonde and looks identical to Johnny from that time. Even their postures are the same. The last thing Johnny wants is for his son to suffer the same fate as he did. In the semifinals, Robbie is intimidated by Axel's enormous power and even says that the guy is a machine. But this changes in the third round when Robbie manages to land a few punches. Here, Johnny Lawrence tells Robbie that Axel is not a machine. He's human, meaning he can be defeated. This is a clear reference to Rocky IV. In that movie, the villain Ivan Drago seemed invincible. But everything changed when Rocky managed to hurt him. At that moment, his trainer told him that Drago was not a machine, just a man. When Johnny defeats Sensei Wolf, he does so with a very special move. First, he throws a punch. Then Johnny spins around to deliver a surprise punch. This is the classic attack of Mike Barnes, the villain from Karate Kid 3. We first saw this move in that movie. And of course in Cobra Kai, Mike Barnes used it several times. First during his fight against Chosen, and later in his fight against Johnny Lawrence. It's likely Johnny learned the move from him. This season reveals that Terry Silver has a terminal illness, and that his life will soon come to an end. However, this was foreshadowed in previous seasons. In season 4, we saw scenes of Silver with some mysterious pills. These are the same pills he takes at the end of the series, in the yacht scene. And in season 5, when Johnny and his wife find out about the pregnancy, they run into Terry Silver at the hospital. Here, Silver says he had no idea about the baby, so this meeting was a coincidence. But why would Silver be at a hospital? Now that we know about his illness, it's evident he was already undergoing medical treatment. In the penultimate episode, Daniel returns Johnny's Cobra Kai dojo as a sign of their friendship. They even bow to each other in respect. This is a reference to the first season. Back then, we had an identical scene where Daniel visited Johnny's dojo for the first time and basically threatened him. These scenes reflect the evolution of their relationship. About their rivalry, but now they are good friends. In this bar, we see two men watching the finals on TV. Were very important in Cobra Kai's story. The first is the pawn shop owner we met in the first episode. He sold Johnny Lawrence a laptop. The second is the store owner, where Johnny met Miguel. These two men knew Johnny as a loser and mocked him, but now they got to see him as a world champion. In the final round of Johnny vs. Sensei Wolf, we see the villain preparing a special attack. This technique is called the Shaolin Sunset, and we saw it when Silver first met Wolf. The technique consists of a super kick, capable of stopping the opponent's heart. Wolf used it to kill a man. Johnny Lawrence knew nothing about this technique, so if he hadn't stopped it, he probably would have died. Once again we saw Vanessa, Daniel's cousin, who we've seen before. Many people still don't know this, but she is played by actress Julia Macchio, who in real life is the daughter of Ralph Macchio, our very own Daniel-san. In the tournament finals, we see the return of
Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes, a program that has been built on flash, excitement, swagger, even once a goal turnover change. But the fundamentals of this program, substance. We'll have plenty of substance and swagger from the Canes today. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Stanford Cardinals taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Canes will put total leather and we'll get started. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped this
motherfucking team, nigga! Let's go, boy! Fucking bullshit.
Here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
Yeah, and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day for this young man.
What the fuck is that?
You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. They go to the ground. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains and marked it at 29. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Right back to the well. He breaks his tackle. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation now becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Here's this up. The give to the tailback. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Now they'll run the draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And they try to sneak the draw play in there and try to show pass right away, get it to the running back. Defense not fooled in the slightest. Nice job getting upfield, getting to the running back, getting him on.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility to put it all on display on that side.
First one's on its way, and the leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So the Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. And if these two guys wind up getting matched up, David, we'll see what wins, speed or force.
Yeah, and you love to be physical and set the tone, and this linebacker does that consistently. Now, Jesse, keeping up with the speed on the other side, that's a different matter.
It might be different, but we're going to see this receiver work underneath on some drag routes. You better be careful. You do not want to get caught in the wash against this linebacker.
What are they talking about? Well, they want to make a
After the
series.
3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
The first 5 minutes saga is
He's looking to throw, trying to get to it. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He throws one to the left. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he's knocked down, but there's also one on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. The snap sets up to throw. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
When I'm an offensive coach, I'm going to take shots. I'm going to take those 50-50 balls, and most of the time I'm going to trust my wide receiver to come down with it. The defensive back said, no, sir.
All right. Oh, shit. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gets it out quickly. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and take it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
He's taking the shot. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. And the Canes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll try the run. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. The end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They're trying to get to nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Off the play fake on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Canes! And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Off play action. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Inside the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Miami. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump. Just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the ball.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. He's got great speed. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has got the stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. He wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in, it's off. Makes the catch and knocked down. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. He's got his man. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Now on 1st and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurricane. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football, even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Oh, he got loose. They made the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out.
Unleashes one deep.
Of course.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this off.
Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. A 3rd and long coming up here. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
No good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. Pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific start from there in beautiful Miami Gardens. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the shadows of South Beach.
Stanford set to boot it deep to start this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Line gets set, first down. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. Not much there, picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run play action, using his legs to buy some time. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right hit that forced that in.
Thank you, my love.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Canes will send out the punt unit. Playing a field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Quick handoff. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do.
And there was... You play backer at Miami, you got to bring some of that vintage Cane attitude.
The attitude, the physicality, the dislike for people. That's what you need at the linebacker spot. Miami's found a few of those guys over the years.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
Come on, guys. What the fuck
He
you
gets
doing?
it to the 31-yard
Got
line.
jump back, Coleman.
Big play for this offense.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating this guy and making it accurate.
Listen, I would get rid of that thing fast, too, if I've been sacked that many times today. They're coming every angle. Everybody's coming. They've got to me the whole day. Can somebody please get my back?
And here comes the offense on second down. Here comes the option.
Hold it. Open.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. It's a draw. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got an open man.
Fucking idiot, number 8.
Exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another 1st down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The lone back's got it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And sure, tackler there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Between the uprights, it's good. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Cade! And the route is on.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So, let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
On the option. He'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Quick completion on the out. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. Can't hang on across the middle on first down, and maybe he was worried about the shot he was going to take.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. You got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The toss sweep to the right. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Fires deep toward the end zone.
Damn, that was nasty.
And the
always
beat
the
down
guy
has
can do that.
ensued.
Only time I
That'll
got
give
that
them a
shit.
little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field.
Baby.
After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take
Pick
care of the
goes.
ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about
We gotta lock the
quarterback
door,
right here, too.
no?
How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation in football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense. So they're letting it fly.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Down to the 18-yard line, it's first and 10. Looking to scramble. He'll throw it. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane. And the punishment has been extended. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well,
It's all right, bro.
might have been in this game.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum, gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Makes a connection. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they gets him down into the 37.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Seventh play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is the...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Cavs! And the stomping has commenced. The league grows, you can sense they know how important wins are this late here at Week 11.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the offense on first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
Heat up them pass rushers, bringing them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost done.
Give him 88 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Moves away as he feels pressure. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Can't make the play on the interception. And man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
And the defense gets the big third down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on fourth down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stick.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense, good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them and absolutely dominating the program.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick.